I had photos taken of me when I was a child, sexual photos, and I found that the best way to deal with what we're actually up against as survivors of abuse is to name and shame them. My website, it's got 9,500 convicted paedophiles shown on there with their photos, locations, and the crimes they've committed. Also on there is 220 other topics, which ranges from describing every type of abuse you can go through, the support links for abuse, cover-ups that have hit the UK, and loads of other interesting facts on there as well. The very first one I actually did, I was a landlord of a pub, and a young lad who used to come in drinking, he got caught photographing himself while he was molesting two young boys. Now, we live in a really small village, and everybody was shocked about it. So I just posted him on my Facebook page. I was the landlord of the pub, and I thought, I'll post him on there so everybody can see what he's done. Got an absolute massive response from it. So I just started doing a few more local, finding out who they were, just from the media. This is just taking it out of online media sources, the Express and Echo, which is a local newspaper to me. And then it kind of built from there. Within a couple of weeks, I've got up to about 100 just from my local ones. And then a policeman approached me, a local policeman. I can't reveal his name, obviously. He gave me hundreds of names about people that were on the sex offenders register that had been done for child sexual offences. Once you've got those, you can then go into court records, court cases in the UK, get the quotes from the judges, get the sentencing, and that kind of thing, and then you back that up with media sources. Again, you can go to the papers to get photographs, or if you search hard enough, you can pretty much find anything within the internet. I don't want any violence towards any of these offenders that I name and shame. It's not about that. This is about giving the parents a tool to use. Basically, they can come online and they can see people in their area that have been committed to these crimes. 2 years ago, when my Facebook groups were running, I had a bloke on there from Manchester. Had his picture. He was from the Manchester area. Now, he'd been done for 2 rapes against 2 very young children. He'd done 12 years in prison. He was out, and a lady rang me up who had 3 young kids, and she said, "I've just seen a man on your Facebook group from the Greater Manchester area. I've got 3 young children, and I'm concerned that this is the man who's living with me. He's been my boyfriend for the last 4 months." So anyway, she sent me a photo. I double checked it, and basically all the facts come back. It was she'd been living with a man, a double rapist of a child, for 4 months with 3 young kids, and she'd never known about it. And the only way she found out was through my Facebook groups. Some of my information, will amaze people. It really will. I've got over 100 counsellors on there. There's over 500 teachers. There's over 12 judges. There's over 100 police. All these different professions that's supposed to be professions that look after our kids, and in positions of authority, you'll find a greater number of paedophiles. There's paedophile forums where people can go, where paedophiles go and talk online, and they've posted the photos of me when I was a child, and they've also posted my home phone number, my address. I got voted the most hated man in the world by convicted paedophiles. They voted me as that, and I've had 20 death threats. I've had a gun to the back of my head by the family of one of the paedophiles that I've named. I've named 125 in my local city. But the thing is, I've got more support than I've got people against me, so I'm not bothered about it. I mean, I've been hassled by the police as well, but I ain't bothered. This is the most frustrating of it all. It's been 3 years now of research, 6 months of 5 hours a day getting the website up and going. It's all come down to this moment. Hey Darren, I can't get in there, mate. It won't let me in. Can you give us a ring back? There we go. Hello? Wicked, it's on. Excellent, you're a star, mate.
Wake up, Britain. Every time we open a newspaper or turn on the TV, we see another case of child molestation, where the perpetrator receives a lenient and pitiful sentence, which is often suspended or ridiculously short. Some even get probation or community service. I ask you, how many more children in the UK need to suffer at the hands of their abusers before we do something about it?